Hello everyone and welcome back to Swindon SmashCast, episode number 4. Today we're joined by me, Kyrrone, the battle rifle and solo carry. But on top of that we've also got a guest, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm 8-Bit Planet's Frenzy.
Thank you. Oh, it's still good.
That damn sponsorship.
The
That's so
king
many
of-
syllables.
The king of fucking coming to Swindon and taking all of our money.
Hey, not last time. I didn't win Smash 4 last time. So.
True.
That's true.
I mean, the melee money, yeah.
Yeah, the melee money.
Yeah. The Smash 4 money is actually a bit more.
Yeah, you only had Wales invade last time, so.
Well, we did first find 2, right? But you weren't there.
Oh yeah, I went to
And
1
then-
and 3, right?
And then I won 2 because you weren't there.
Oh nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get into it. What?
Can I just say something quickly? Is my mic like really fucking quiet?
No, it's
No,
No,
fine.
yours is
fine.
fine.
Oh, okay. It just looked really low on the Audacity and I'm panicking.
Yeah, mine's
Um,
kind of low on it too, but just talk
Alright,
louder,
that's
I
fine
guess.
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay, so, does anyone have any stories about their week they want to... Say or
Super
anything.
Mario Odyssey. I
Okay.
want to talk
We'll
about this.
Okay.
The game is fucking sick. Anyone that doesn't have it needs to get it. And
I will,
would go get it, but
I
I'm
will
in the middle of a
second you on this
podcast.
opinion.
yeah, Theo's got it as well. Frenzy,
Given I
you
just
need to
started
get.
playing
I haven't even got a Switch, to be honest.
Yeah, get one before G5
same.
so we can Mario Kart on the way.
That would be sick. If you can like LAN it or something, that would be cool.
Yeah, you get wireless play, so you can play with like people who are sat in a certain proximity to you.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
as long as your seat
It's
isn't too
okay.
far away.
It's not great. I will
Maybe when
admit
Nintendo
that.
get their shit together, you can
But
play a bit
it's
of
okay.
Smash Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the online is
yeah.
going to be paid, isn't it? As of next year, but it's free at the moment.
Oh,
Which is a load of bullshit.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're gonna. Well, it's in beta right now, so like they can't. It's good that they chose
They
not
should,
to charge
if it's
people.
in beta, they should be giving us the free games like we're promised.
True.
But they're not.
What, the free virtual console games?
Yeah, exactly. But we're not getting them. It's not a beta at all. It's an alpha.
Mm.
Play Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine for subscribing.
Apart from that, I was working for most of it, but I spent most of the weekend watching Summit. To be honest,
Fair.
Yeah.
Summit 5.
I went and brought some games again. I went and brought Cuphead, Binding of Isaac, and Dead Cells. They're pretty good.
I also booked my next tattoo.
Oh, let's go.
It's fucking
What's it gonna
so
be?
expensive. I'm getting a Hylian shield on my arm.
Us.
It's gonna go on the inside of my right arm, and then I'm gonna get the Master Sword eventually on my left arm.
Just have that go down your whole back.
Yeah, dude. And I'm gonna get a I got some ideas. I'm getting a battle rifle down the back of my leg at some point as well.
That's
I
sick.
think that'd be sick. I think that'd
But you
be.
gonna get like a little tramp stamp.
Let's move on. Yeah,
Have
man.
you got anything, Theo and Frenzy, you want to talk about?
My week's been pretty chill actually. I haven't had any stuff to go to for the next few weeks, so I've just basically had school and that's it.
Fair enough. And Theo?
Ah, the bliss of school. Anyway.
The good old days. Man.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm old now.
Fucking ancient.
Yeah, I'm still not old enough to drink in America.
Rare.
That's gonna suck.
Yeah, but May, June, that'll,
True.
Anyway. Yeah, seconding on Mario Odyssey. I just started playing that today properly. And I've actually picked up Ocarina of Time on the 3DS.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Because I never fucking played it through, so... I was
Mate, I got.
it was
Some,
on sale really cheap, so I was like,
I got some knowledge
pick that up.
bombs for that game for you, mate.
please
Trust me.
don't. Please don't.
I think I nearly made Frenzy sit through and watch me play like speedrun Ocarina of
Yeah,
Time.
you
when he
said
came
you were
over.
gonna show me when I was around.
Yeah.
Can you still do all the
But-
stuff on
Love that.
3DS or?
So a lot of stuff.
Some
so
of it.
The game is like programmed the same, but some of the geometry is different. So a lot of like trick setups are different.
Oh, okay.
But for the most part, like the wrong walk, for example, is just like a different method. You can't be in the same place. You have to like go to different areas. It
Right.
takes a bit longer, but
Yeah.
for the most part, you can still do most of the same tricks.
Okay.
Like walking backwards is still faster than walking forwards, for example.
Yeah, I was doing that. I was like, why is this so fast?
Yeah, it's actually insane.
why am I just moonwalking?
I think they
Why?
fixed the I think they did patch the you know about the crouch stab? Like when they programmed Ocarina of Time, they didn't set a damage value for the crouch stab. So what
Is
all
that why the twig's so strong?
yeah, so all you do is you do an attack, and then the game remembers your last attack, and the crouch stab damage value is the value of your last attack. So it could be like a maximum like Master Sword jump attack, and you'll be crouch stabbing that, and it does so much damage. And you can store it in the Deku stick and just like kill Ganon in the 3 hits with it. It's insane.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's insane.
Hey. So yeah,
Alright,
that's
I mean,
been
I have
my
one more
week.
thing to talk about, and that's Smash related. I went to Portsmouth University to check it out on Saturday, and to be honest, I like it. I might be part of the Port Smash scene eventually if I get put in, but it's not like going to be my first choice.
Mm.
But it's like one of my most likely places to get into, hopefully.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Didn't
Sick.
Joe go there, did he go to Bournemouth for game design?
Wait, Joe Burley?
Yeah.
He went to. It was.
Did I
I
say
think
Bournemouth?
it was Bournemouth. I think it was either Bournemouth or Brighton. I can't remember.
Yeah, did I say Bournemouth or did I say Portsmouth?
You said Portsmouth.
No, Portsmouth. I wasn't sure whether. Yeah. Anyway.
Ah,
No, yeah, that'd actually be a legit place to go if you did go. Obviously, don't.
yeah, that,
You know, like some people say, like, don't base your uni choice on like
Yeah, of
the
course.
Smash scene around it. But like, if
I'm
if
definitely
you're that
not doing
passionate
that.
about Smash, you might need to,
oh, I'm not going to go uni for Smash. I just like the uni,
yeah. Well,
and I know there's a Smash scene there, so that's pretty good. It's a bonus.
I didn't go to uni for Smash, so there's that as well.
You didn't
You
go
didn't
to
go to uni
uni.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Full
I was
stop.
like, nah, I want to get good at Melee. I'll just, And what I should have done is taken out a student loan and then just used it to go to like Evo and shit. Like,
But I think I think one of the guys that won. Well,
I'm
didn't
just
win Smash,
imagining
but-
Brad just sat there like on pot noodle, like just
Yeah.
starving to death. Like it was worth it. I went to Genesis.
yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's gonna be my life leading up to then.
It's okay. I went to Evo. I got 259th.
I think Owl Babies, who came really close to winning Albion 2, goes to Portsmouth Smash, so that would be really good
Yeah.
experience.
I'm not sure how regularly he does, but
Isn't
I
he
do
like the
think so.
Wi-Fi warrior or whatever?
I'm not sure. I don't really know him too well.
Yeah,
apart-
he is a bit of one, but
Hmm.
I don't think it's like that much.
It's not like, say, a Vimto slash level Wi-Fi warrior.
Oh,
No, that's a 4 glory player, not a,
Yeah.
Ah.
not a Wi-Fi warrior.
My bad. Okay, so I think it's time we start asking Frenzy some questions.
Mhm.
We're going to pick his brain a bit.
We're gonna pin him
But
down.
the first question, as always, will be, what is your Smash history? Like, when did you start playing, and how did it develop to today?
Okay, so I used to play it casually with my brother when I was like 8 or 9, I'd say. So in like 2006, 2007. Yeah.
A while ago.
So I've actually been playing technically quite a while, but not competitively. I knew about like wave dashing and stuff because I used to look up guides to try and beat my brother, and I never did. He used to play Yoshi and Samus, and with Yoshi he would just spam down B, and I couldn't beat it. And
Is your brother the true Tom Southwest?
no. So I used to live in Manchester, so
Oh,
I'm
right.
actually originally Northwest, but that would associate me with the Manchester lot, and I'd prefer to be Bristol. So
Oh, I didn't know you lived in Manchester actually.
yeah, I lived
That
in
sounds cool.
Manchester, and then in the Midlands in Staffordshire, and then came down to Bristol. So yeah,
What year was that then?
around 2013, 2014. So
Oh, so you haven't actually been playing Smash in Southwest for very long then? You've already taken it over.
like about three coming up to 4 years now. But yeah, so I found people in school that played Brawl basically, and that's how I got back into Smash, because I was the only person that played it, and my brother. So yeah, and they didn't have online on Melee, so I basically just stopped playing it once Brawl came out.
It's funny how
yeah.
that's changed now. Like now there's netplay. And like,
Yeah,
back then
yeah.
There wasn't. Yeah.
But yeah, so I met some friends at school who played Brawl, and then we played Brawl quite a bit, but then we also played a bit of Melee on the side, because he had Melee as well. So we played a bit of both, And then I found out about the Smash doc, I think it was, looking at Mutaking vids on Brawl, and it had the Smash doc as like a recommended vid, so I watched it and then went to my first tournament in the Midlands called Up B2, where I didn't make it through pools. I got to losers final because we did double bracket pools back then.
Alright.
Yeah.
What kind of player? Who was there? Like UK player wise?
At the tournament, I lost to Yeniths, who Fox main from Midlands, and Fabulous George, who was a Falcon main, who was actually pretty good, but he quit like in 2015 or so.
I like the tag. It's
Fabulous
good.
George, yeah, he played Pink Falcon as well to be extra fabulous. But yeah, so I got to losers final at my first tourney, which is pretty good. Like lose final of the pool, I mean. But most people
that's
usually
pretty
just
decent.
go 0-2 and get destroyed.
Mm.
But yeah, so funnily enough, the Bristol players went up to that because it was PM there as well. So I met Candy without knowing.
I knew you were gonna say Candy. Like...
Yeah, I met Candy without knowing, and I was talking to him about Pichu or something. And then I was struggling to find a scene in Bristol, and then like 3 months later I go to a weekly and I see Candy there, and I'm like, oh, you're Bristol. Same with Marcel as well. But yeah, so after that, Bristol was like mainly a PM scene, so I concentrated more on PM than melee. But I was pretty much always the best at melee in Bristol until Omadon came back. And then he...
Who is Omadon? I'm just like not very familiar with the
Omadon,
melee
okay,
scene.
he's really old school player. He's been playing since like 2002, 2003.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's been playing forever. He's Peach main. He's pretty good. He's still like top 3 Bristol now.
Actually,
yeah.
I think I might know him, but not by his tag. What's his name?
Caleb.
Caleb Shaw.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yep. I know who
Okay.
he is.
Yeah, so he came to a Bristol tournament once and I actually beat him. This is when I main Moth. That was my first character. And yeah, and then he started coming to weeklies, and he was better than me for about a year or so. But I'd always get really close and then switch characters because I hadn't fully settled on a character yet. So I was switching.
What characters were you sort of?
That syndrome.
Yeah, so I started with Moth. In my casual days, I played Falco and I played Roy.
Everyone played Roy at some
Yeah,
point.
but no, I played Red Falco, and that's kind of why I play it today, just as like a homage. But yeah, so I played Moth for a bit. I got decent. Like a lot of people in the south knew who I was, just because I was really young and I was getting good pretty fast. Because not many people improved really fast at that time. And yeah, then I switched. I went to a fest and I got super salty at losing Moth Dittos to another young kid.
That's such a bad matchup.
I know.
It's so annoying.
But yeah, so I was losing Moth Ditto friendlies to another young kid called Mulgera, or Hakeem, who was like the other young up-and-comer. And he basically, like, I was so salty that I quit Moth and then had this main crisis for about a year. But yeah, this is when my mindset was super bad as well. Like, I would just have the, you know, M2K Doc, where he's just like, give up after losing one stock, yeah. Because I was like 14 and super impressionable, I just like copied that mindset, which is like the worst thing for improving. But
I did.
I feel like a lot of people do that as well. I don't know
Everyone
why.
kind of does it towards the start. At
Yeah,
least
yeah.
For their like.
I dropped
career.
Fox because I lost to Tim's Fox in a Ditto.
Yeah. But yeah, so after that I played around with some characters. I mained Samus for a bit. That's probably the character I've mained like third longest.
Oh really?
It's
Yeah.
the Green Goblin's twin sister.
Red Goblin.
Yeah.
But
You guys don't know what the Red Goblin, the Green Goblin.
No, we're scrubs.
Yeah,
We don't know.
we'll get to that.
It's-
We'll get to that.
no, I'll just tell them now. It's Prof Samus basically.
Yeah.
And on the
Oh,
PR it would have been like top 10. But we didn't include it because it would make people too salty. But yeah. So after that, I played Samus for a bit. I played Fox for a bit. Went back to Moth for a bit, and then I'd always had like a secondary Falco because I'd always found him super fun. So I was just like, I should just try maining Falco, and then I went from there, and I just stuck to it. And then ever since then, I haven't really messed with the characters because it got to the point where a lot of the time I was counterpicking and just losing even when I switched characters. So I was just like, what's the point? I may as well just stick with one character.
Yeah, ride and die.
Yeah, and then ever since then I've just like focused my efforts and got to where I am now basically, which is now 5th, which I'm pretty pleased at.
Yeah.
Sick.
How long to your first?
I don't know, the path's very long, like it gets longer and longer the higher you get to go up the ranks, because to even move one spot up I would have to not lose to anyone below me and have multiple top 100 wins, like top 100 world wins, which is very, very hard. So
how many have you got now? 3?
1. I've got one over. And that's
Over.
it.
Oh, okay.
I've been close.
I was about to ask who your best win was. Would that be it?
Yeah, over and then probably Spud, I think.
Oh, the Australian Mars.
Yeah,
right.
best player in Australia.
Yeah, sick.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've only seen one VOD of you, and I just saw it as I was
Melee?
like browsing through my YouTube. Yeah, it was you're playing a Luigi on like Geeky Goon Squad or something.
Oh no, that is not the set
I've
you want
seen
to
that.
watch.
I've seen that. I felt bad for you. I felt bad for you.
I was like, let's go frenzy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, no, but that tournament I did sick. I got 9th in the end because of some bracket manipulation.
Was it Pools? You
hacked the
Pools who
system.
played that
What?
match? Was that in Pools, that match?
Yeah,
I can't
that
remember.
match was in pools, and then because I got 2nd seed, I had Alox, who's a Falcon, which I'm really strong against, and then I had Doimling, and at the time I was like, I hadn't lost at Ices in like a year. I was like solidly beating Alpha
Pretty
Dash.
hot on the Ices matchup, yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't lost Alpha Dash or Unhaven in like a year. So, and then it all changed after that set with Doimling, and I lost Unhaven, and then since then
Everything changed when the ice
yeah,
attacked.
the Water Nation, and now I'm like
on
0-6 versus every ice climbers. But yeah, so I got Doimling, and then Chillindu lost to a French Puff, so I had this French Puff in like winners round 3. So I got to winners quarters without playing anybody super good really. So I ended up getting 9th at a tournament where I got 4 stocked in pools. So
That's
turned out
insane.
pretty well.
What happened?
You
Like, how
fucking
well
G.
did the Luigi player do? Do you know?
He beat Maie
Oh,
in
that's a
losers.
solid
Yeah,
one.
I think he got like 13th, 17th, something like that. So it's pretty
fair
good.
enough.
He is good, and his PR ranking went up like 6 spots because he beat me. So he can thank me for that later.
Oh, was he was that like an upset then?
Yeah, it
Or-
was an upset. He was 2nd seed. So
I wasn't sure if he was like a top Luigi or not.
he's
so,
probably
just-
2nd best Luigi. It's just he hadn't played in a while, so they didn't know where to seed him. So he just got
Yeah,
thrown
it
in
is
my
annoying.
pool, and then yeah.
See, I don't know what question to ask next, and I think I know which one I'm actually going to ask. Because you're sponsored, aren't you, by 8-bit? How did that happen? Like, how did sort of that, your results lead to sort of getting the sponsor there,
Okay, so
and how's it helped you out?
so the sponsor came about in about mid 2016 because my first sponsored tournament was Air 3, and it was just after
The contract, right?
yeah there was some stuff around the contract, but I got it because I just beat a lot of good players. Like that was just after I'd beaten R23 for the first time, I think. And that was like my breakout tournament was Attack on Southampton, where Bristol won the crew battle versus Southampton, and we're the only crew to have done so.
Oh, you won.
Yeah, we won.
Didn't,
We won by 2
It was a-
stocks.
you won singles as well, though, didn't you?
No,
that
I got 3rd. I beat R23 in loser semis, and then I went last hit with Alpha Dash.
Oh, okay.
And I like tried to dash back after a laser and he down smashes me, and I die at
UCF.
I die at like 40% because I'm holding away,
Oh.
and he now calls it the frenzy DI because I would have beaten him otherwise.
He's scarred for
But
life.
I literally died at 40 or some stupid percent because I was holding down and away on a down smash. I just went
Damn.
flying, couldn't make it back. But yes, but after that tournament, I like beat him and Death Gazer. So, and then I went on this spree of like beating everyone, and then there was a 4th best UK meme that was going around.
It was like who's going to take the spot, right?
Yeah,
because
because it was
Mint,
between
Alex.
the actual main contenders were Mint and Dev, but there was every time one of the like people near the top 4 did well, there was just a meme saying, is X player 4th best UK with good wins over blah de blah and taking top player to last game or whatever. So there's just some stupid meme that went around. But yeah, so that was why I got sponsored, was just because I was doing really well, and they just saw it as a good opportunity to sponsor a player. And I also do go to their weeklies and support their weeklies. So I think they it's like mutual benefit.
So you're saying if Solo Carry gets his breakout performance anytime soon, that he could be
Maybe
a
if he
sponsored
becomes
Smash 4
top
player?
10 UK Smash 4 player, or I think Alec could maybe if he gets better, because if he gets to like top 10 UK level, I think that'd be good representation for the Smash 4 scene.
I mean, we watched him play at Albion too. He was doing really well, but I think his mentality was sort of holding him back a bit.
Yeah,
then
he seemed better at Cooper's, because that's the first time I've actually like been with him at a Smash 4 tournament. And we actually had to play in winners round 2, I think it was. And he beat me 3-2 with a combination of Rob and Roy. So, yeah.
Who were you playing? Cloud? Fox?
No, I only
DK?
play Fox now. Solo main Fox.
Oh,
For the same reasons as
I
Melee.
don't get the Roy. I don't get it.
I didn't know how to DI anything. I learnt afterward, and I'm like, oh, that's why. But yeah. So I wasn't like too like upset that he beat me, because like I know he wants it more. Like he cares more about Smash 4. So I would have preferred to see him go on in the bracket. And then due to time constraints, I had to leave early, so I didn't get to see how I would have done in the rest of the matches. But I got 7th, I think, which is pretty good for my first.
You had to fight Herf next or something like that, didn't you? Because I was looking at the bracket.
Yeah, I lost Alec and then beat Samarolian, I think he's called.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I lost to him in AMS last time. I
Okay,
went.
yeah, he played Fox and Bayo.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't play anymore. But I think I did alright on Cruise. Did kind of bad versus Jaman, but he's really good, I think.
Yeah, you
Yeah, he is.
can't go wrong
I didn't
with that.
know
So
him.
Unless you're Dylan and double SD.
Yeah, I didn't know him before we played, but then after playing him twice, I was like, okay, he's actually really good. And seeing him versus
Yeah, he is.
Davey as well, I think it was.
Yeah.
But yeah,
When Dylan went to 8-bit battle with Jaman and Spencer, he nearly beat Jaman, but he double SD'd with Villager, and it just made no
wow.
sense.
Yeah, he took a game off Spencer as well at Cooper's. And then
Yeah,
went
that's what I
0-2
heard.
against everyone else.
Dylan confuses me
I mean,
sometimes.
That guy is weird. I feel like he's got like really high peak, but just his slumps are so bad.
Yeah, he said
But,
he's
like-
maining Melee now.
Yeah.
Like we drove to he gave me a lift to Cooper's, so we had like really long conversations about like Smash and Melee and
I think
like
he'd
what
give
he's
you a
doing.
lift to Cooper's, but he won't give me one.
and no, I just asked him and he was like, "This is probably going to be my last one." But yeah.
Yeah, rip dinner.
Yeah, I think Dylan's got like potential. He's just got like a lot to work on. He needs to kind of iron out the basics.
Yeah,
before
he seemed
starts,
really
like-
motivated when I was talking to him
Yeah.
about it. So
But
that's
it's good. Like he's always messaging me like, yeah, I want to come over and just play. And the other day we played, and Martin Inferno, Nest player, he came
Yeah,
over
yeah.
as well,
okay.
and we just played like all day, and it was good.
Have you got him to stop playing
You always
Nest?
forget Kyrrone, don't you?
What did you say? Sorry.
Have you got him to stop?
I was there
Have
too.
you got him to stop playing Nest? Or
Oh no,
No,
he's still playing Ness.
no, but like, look, literally, trust me, I have tried. Okay,
yeah, I can imagine.
but the thing is, you like when you hear someone's playing like a low tier, you usually think like arrogant bastard, like always blames it on his character for losing. He's just like he just wants to play nurse, like whatever. He doesn't care if he wins. He just wants to do like as good as he can. Like fair enough. Like
Alright then.
I'll just like shit on him constantly and like.
He used to main Marth.
Yeah, no. The thing is, like Marth's his, like he used to main Marth and he has a secondary Marth, but it's weird because like. His Ness is still like way better than his Marth. But then I did net play him like constantly back in like, well before Swine 3, I was just net playing him constantly, and he did get a lot better, to be fair. I mean it's still Ness, so there's like it's just a natural limit to how well he can do.
Yeah.
But he did get a lot better. In fact, he's beating Dylan, like, but I mean Like I said, Dylan's got a lot to work on.
Who knows?
I think it's
his priorities may change as he gets better.
Yeah, it's like
It just depends.
It's kind of starting fresh, right? And this is actually linking to another question that I was going to ask you, Frenzy.
Okay.
I have similar experience. Do you feel playing Smash 4 and Melee? Do you feel like one game helps you get like better in some aspects than the other? Do you think like because to me personally, when last year when I met Dylan and we started doing weeklies, I would like bring all the Melee setups, but I'd play Smash 4. I'd still enter just to support the Smash 4 side. And I felt like playing Smash 4 made me think more about the neutral game because it's the only thing I could do.
Yeah.
Like I can't really do like the technical. Do you feel similar like that, or do you feel like playing Smash 4 helps you in some way?
Yeah, I think it helps, and it's actually weird how different my playstyle is in Smash 4 to in Melee. So in Melee, I'm regarded as like quite technical and punish game heavy, whereas in Smash 4, like a lot of people were watching me and then watching Spenpai, and they were just like, Frenzy's like really careful and calculated and doesn't throw out a lot of moves, whereas Spenpai just like goes ham or whatever. And that's how I want to play Melee now. Because when I was improving, I always watched Westballs, because at the time he was the best Falco.
Yeah.
In 2015, 2016, he was like pioneering. So I was watching him.
He was pretty. Yeah.
And that's why my punish game is good, because he's really good at like the flowchart punishes, especially on like Sheik and Spaceys. But now I've like lamented neutral, so I've spent like the last year, I'd say now, trying to learn neutral.
Yeah.
But and Smash 4 definitely helps, because you can see the mix-ups more clearly, I feel like.
Yeah, it's more mix-up based, I feel. Like I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard to compare the two, but things go hand in hand. Some things translate, and but for me at least, I just found that like not being able to do all this tech skill because I didn't know the game as well just meant that I had to play neutral. I had to just play neutral, and I couldn't just rely on like punish game.
And also, I feel like positioning is really, and like spacing is a lot more.
Oh yeah, because you get shield grabbed every day in Smash 4. You're just getting shield grabbed here and there. It's like so much harder to space and like.
Yeah, but also like a lot of the time my problems in Smash 4 were coming from attacking from too far away. Because a lot of the defensive neutral game in Smash 4 is a lot of like jumping back and walling with aerials, or like, and just like baiting them to come forward. So you have to be really careful with your positioning, because there isn't the same degree of movement that there is in Melee. Like you can't just wave dash into a position or dash dance and keep that position. You have to have like preemptively position yourself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, there are things you can do, like perfect pivots, extended dash dancing, foxtrotting, but it isn't the same feel as in Melee. So
you're always limited to which way you want to face when you say do a dash dance or it's kind of, you're more like committed to your movement, like to your position and your attack in Smash 4. Whereas in Melee you get a lot of like get out of jail free cards, because you can just like wave dash away or like crouch cancel or something.
Yeah.
And it's like you can you buffer rolls in Smash 4? I still don't even know.
You can't.
So yeah, exactly. You get that in Melee as well. Like
yeah, but you can buffer other stuff in Smash 4. If you C stick, then it grabs.
Oh right,
If
okay.
you see
Because
stick to left or right.
I see people doing like tilts out of shield as well, which is weird. Like how do you...
They're just dropping shield.
You just
But
drop.
drop
you
shield
just
dropping
has
shield.
less lag in Smash 4.
Oh okay.
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah,
people do
yeah.
like if somebody crosses you up, they do a drop shield dash attack with Fox.
Oh okay.
Or,
So it's
yeah,
like
fast
it's like a
dash.
melee power shield basically. But
Yeah.
Like
Like
all
drop
the
shield
time.
jabs very
Yeah,
fast.
but you can
Okay.
cancel it with
as well.
the dash basically.
Oh, okay.
But,
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Because I see people doing it. I'm like, this is next level. Like, if you could do this in melee, this would be broken. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can power shield, but if you could do it like,
It's nowhere near
as
as good as
easy-
Smash 4's power shield.
yeah,
But yeah, it's also taught me like positioning is the big thing, and also just like a lot of the time in Smash 4 you can't drift back onto stage. You have to drift back to the ledge and then play a ledge mix-up. And ledge mix-ups are really crucial in Smash 4 because you only have 5 or 6 options, whereas in Melee you have this invincible dash back onto stage, which
Yeah.
kind of is a get out of jail free card versus 90% of players. Whereas in
Yeah.
Smash 4 you really have to think about what the other character's trying to
Yeah, you have to
cover
mix up.
and what you can do. Yeah, you have to think about it in your head, and it's just taught me about spacing around options better and playing mix-ups better, I'd say.
Double laser from the ledge.
Yeah, my equivalent of double laser from ledge is down airing from ledge as Fox. It's
Yeah.
so bad, but I just
Yeah,
get
because it's so much lag on shield. Like,
yeah,
they
but
shield
if
it.
it is so rewarding if it hits, because Fox
Yeah, yeah.
cancel dare leads to like kills. So
But in
it's so
Smash
tempting.
I'm
4?
never letting you do that again.
Yeah,
You
you always
realise
back at
I'm
me for
never-
it now, so it's good.
Yeah. You are not getting away with that down air.
Yeah.
What would you say? As you play
Yeah.
both, what would you say Smash 4 does better than Melee? If that makes sense, sort of. Is there anything that Smash 4 does better than Melee that you wish Melee had?
I wish the ledge was different in Melee. Like it is.
Trumper.
You're such a Falco player, dude. Like...
No, because I abuse the ledge. I'm one of the best players off of ledge in the UK.
Yeah,
But
true.
I think it's dumb that you can get pushed off stage and put to the ledge, and suddenly you can come back on with 14 frames with Fox of invincibility and get your
okay.
own combo. Or
I thought you were on about like Falco dying really easy.
no, or like Sechi just hacks dashing and winning doubles matches because they can't hit him on the ledge.
The call out. The call out.
I don't like the ledge mechanics in Melee
it's
much
not-
either. When I try playing
It doesn't punish
I've-
you for getting put off stage really if you get to the ledge. Whereas in Smash 4, like just because you've got to the ledge, you still have to win another few mix-ups before you get back to
Yeah.
even getting on
That is
stage.
definitely
It's
something.
like way, like you. It's so much harder to get to
It's
the ledge
it's
in
kinda
Melee
funny.
though, because
As a-
like
as
you
a
can.
cl-
It's like it's one of the reasons why I stopped playing Smash 4 because like the ledge is actually so ridiculously. It's probably like the biggest change.
The
right?
ledge, yeah,
Minus,
but like
like
I think it adds a different layer.
it's like it's different, but it's interesting that these games have such different like dynamics. Because like in Smash 4 you can't. Like it's just you're forced to just play differently. You have to accept that like they're probably gonna get back, and you have to like play neutral a few more times until you get the kill.
Well, that's where the learning ledge play comes in. Like learning how
Yeah.
to ledge trap is just so important. Otherwise, you're giving them an easy way back to ledge, or like learning how to
Like-
ledge trump.
As a Cloud player, I can say that I have to win the battle to even get to the fucking ledge before I even think
Yeah,
about the next
like
one.
like some characters do get edge guarded, like Cloud,
It's like,
Fox.
ow,
um,
painful.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like, I guess the thing I was saying is like, in a lot of top Smash 4 matches, you see a lot of pros just like giving up the ledge,
Yeah.
and it's like because they know that like they're probably gonna
They
get
don't have
back,
stage
and then
control.
then they'd rather take the stage and then just try and like guess what they're gonna do next, sort of.
Yeah, because it's like
Then again, you see like I don't know if anybody saw the match, but Mr. R versus Zero at the weekend. That
I
was-
saw it. The
That
end
was
bit.
one of my favourite sets I've ever seen. But
I need to still watch
Mr.
that.
R just completely edge guarded Zero. He just focused completely
Yeah,
on that.
some characters you can.
And that was the
really
way that he
punish
just
him.
won
It's,
with it.
it's beautiful.
I watched I saw like Waddy tweeted out something saying my girlfriend's sister, oh my boyfriend's really successful at the moment. What's your boyfriend up to? Because my boyfriend threw a banana at a monkey and it killed him. It's just a gif of Waddy just throwing a banana at Diddy Kong's recovery and just killing him.
Yeah, no, it is cool.
Perfect.
Because at the end of the day, right, if every Smash game had Melee's ledge mechanics, then there'd be no reason to play Melee. Like, the fact that there's game differences means that there's a reason to play either Melee or Smash 4. I think it's cool that players, like, it's cool to watch Smash 4 every now and then and just see how, like, the pros, like, work around the ledge mechanics.
Yeah, I also like, there's a few other things about Smash 4 I prefer. I like...
Then again, I'm a big fan of watching, like, just general Melee ledge guarding, because it's just so different, and it's like, oh, yeah, they're dead. and I love how people just know that they're dead and they'll just type you off or something.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I just like watching Melee players just give up.
A lot of it as well is like Smash 4
it's
sometimes.
not that they're giving up. It's like they just accept the fact. Okay, it's just gonna like drop down and I can't get back. There's no way. So just I love the mentality of just saying
they know
reset
that they've been edge guarded.
Just reset, get back to neutral, just get on with the next stock. I kind of like that. Whereas a lot of people in Smash 4, I don't think have that.
They'll just keep trying until they get back.
I mean, not saying that it's not futile, but
I don't like Rage. I think Rage is bullshit. I think it's a bullshit mechanic.
As a guy who played Rosalina against this
girl
the other day and killed her at 40% with Rage,
because it's like you get all this damage, and like in Smash 4 that's big, right? Because there's only 2 stocks, and it's like you've earned that damage, and it could just be turned against you. So a lot of the times you're saying, do I really want to build this damage up, or do I want to try and get a kill? Because if I build this damage up, they're going to have more Rage, and it's more likely that I'm going to lose. So it's like
Rage just has too many interactions. You got to really know how Rage works to be able to utilize it to the maximum.
Yeah, because
it's like
some of your bread and butters don't work with Rage.
Yeah, they'll just get completely fucked because they send you too far, or they'll deal too much damage that you can't get the confirm.
Yeah.
Or
I think it's just my inner Melee player saying that, because like because in Melee you can memorize the percentages, right, and like you go based on that, but with Rage it's gonna just change. Like you can't, like when you get hit, like, or when you have Rage, you need to focus on how much you have, because then it's gonna change how much like knockback.
Whilst it could be adapted, I think that Rage is a really good way to add depth to the game. It doesn't make
it's like
at 40.
The combat factor is more real, because it's like, I guess, more hype, because it's like if you're down, it's like being down 1 stock and at 140 is way easier than being down 4 stocks at 150 in Melee. It's like, so even if you get all that massive lead, it's still like nowhere near as big of a lead compared to Melee. Because like when in Melee, if you have a lead, you have a lead. In Smash 4, it's always scary. Like with Rage, at least. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
I mean, speaking of Rage, didn't the Bristol crew lose to Bear with Rage Bowser?
Oh yeah.
Lose 6
Don't blame
stars.
me. If I'd have been able to go in versus Bear, it would have been over easy. But
Rage Bowser is scary, so scary.
Yeah.
It's just, what is it like Zero? Some of his like charged smashes.
Yeah, charge forward smash.
F smash will kill at 0 at full
it's
Rage.
Absolutely insane.
It doesn't even need to be full Rage.
Does it not?
No.
Oh Jesus!
It can be like medium Rage.
Yeah.
You could be at like -20 and still die. Fucking bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, I like reverse aerial rush. I think that's a good mechanic.
Oh yeah, that's something I really felt weird when trying to play Melee. Just the fact it wasn't there.
Yeah, and I like the lack of crouch cancelling as well. I think crouch cancelling just limits the game, because you can't use certain moves, and certain characters can't play the game.
As a Peach player, I disagree with you. No, I think it's
Sorry,
cool.
how many down smashes did you want to?
Yeah, it's interesting, because again, this is why I like playing Smash 4 every now and then, because it's like you're forced to play neutral more, and you can't rely on your like crouch cancelling, so you have to engage more, and you can't just.
There is crouch cancelling, but it's just severely nerfed. Same with
Yeah,
Smash AI.
it's like nowhere near as prevalent.
It's much more
in Melee you
like
can CC at like
move-based.
70.
Yeah.
So.
Like there'll be certain moves that will get really badly affected by it, but it really depends. Like not enough.
Yeah.
It's so irrelevant. Like no people don't really use it.
One thing that I do like about a Smash 4, no phantom hits.
Oh wait, no, there are kind of phantoms, but they don't do any damage.
They're phantom footstools.
Yeah, but no, you can get like glancing hits, right? But they just don't do any damage, and they have like a spark effect.
Isn't that
yeah,
way less common than like normal?
It's
like,
not the
phantoms?
same because with a phantom hit, it's the tangent line of the hurt box and the hitbox.
Oh, okay.
And it does half damage.
Yeah.
Whereas with the one in Smash 4, it does no damage, so it doesn't feel as bad as it hitting, but you only take half damage and it doesn't do any knockback.
Yeah. Thank you for actually telling me about that, because I like when I used to play Fox and I used to like try practicing back airs, I occasionally see the spark. I just couldn't work out why it was there.
It just feels like way less common in Smash 4 though.
Yeah,
it might just be because I don't play it.
It's less noticeable. And the final thing I like is footstools as well. I love footstools.
I think footstools are sick. I think they're sick.
Yeah.
As a Fox player as well.
As an Olimar main, I don't notice them.
I have to admit, I do find it funny how in Brawl you had to input a taunt to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be so good in Smash 4 if you had to input taunt to do it.
I didn't know that.
Nobody ever does. Like, imagine that. Like, nobody uses the taunt button unless they want to get bodied.
Yeah.
But
but
like,
that's one of the reasons why I loved Fox was the footstool combos, just doing down air, footstool,
sick.
neutral air, neutral air.
Sodrek that like innovated it, or whoever.
Sodrek, Larry, Scarfell, Charlie the King, they're all really good.
I'd love to get Scarf out on here somewhere.
Yeah, he's super cool.
Yeah.
I've never talked to him, but like he seems really cool.
Yeah, he's like the 20x person of Smash 4.
I think Smash 4 Fox is sick. I love Smash 4 Fox and Sheik, even though Sheik sucks now. But
Sheik's still good.
Nah, she sucks.
She's top 5, mate.
She can't kill. Like it's so.
She's top 5.
Her
neutral's fantastic.
She needs a read, and like,
so
or like a straight back air like 178, like.
Yeah, but if you put her in the right hands with people who know the setups, know the percents, know
true
how to read their opponent, then
one
she's
of the best
fantastic
as well in the game.
Yeah, I know. Kyrrone knows that as well.
Shut up, Brad.
Mate, my Sheik, I was fucking tearing your ass the other day. I was edge guarding Alf with Sheik, mate. I'm happy.
But,
yeah, I have no hitbox.
But that's his, like, yeah, exactly. It's like his worst section.
Mate, trust me, it's not. It's a shrug. And then sometimes
hit me a few times until I run out.
Like the amount of times in Smash 4 as well, like I'll do an aerial with Sheik, and then like in Melee you're like used to like double jump aerial, but my jump won't come out, so I'll just like fall off a blast zone, forward air twice, and die at 2%. It's like sick character, man. Yeah. I think Smash 4
Peach could be better, but
I
still good.
Genuinely think it was like a make or break for me. I was like, I want to be a sick Peach player. Do I do it? Because it was originally Smash 4. Friends, you probably don't know this, but I did play Smash 4, and it was like I actually labbed the Umeki footstool stuff against Sheik, and I was sick. I was sick at that.
He's confessing his sins.
No, and then they patched it, and I'm like, well, okay, I'll just play Melee. No, yeah, I was I wanted to be like a good Peach player in either game, but for a while I was like kind of deciding like, or which game, because a lot like Smash 4 Peach she's beast. She's so good. She's like really technical as well.
It was like in Smash 4 when I had a Meta Knight. I was like, oh, I'm really enjoying Meta Knight kind of, and then they nerfed his ladder combo. I was like, I don't want to play him anymore.
You could just like up air to up B, right? Like.
Yeah, just up air, up air, up air, up air, up air, up B. Yeah. Just had to count how many up airs I said then.
That's still how it works, but
it's just more, it's less lenient, and you still have setups into it. So.
Yeah.
Alright, I think it's time we moved on to the next question now.
Yeah, sure. Fire away.
Because you've been playing when you're very young, haven't you? So I was wondering, how did you balance sort of, say, school life and exams with playing and competing, going to tournaments?
Balanced it very badly. I like ended up going to so many events that I'd have to like do homework at the event. I remember doing like sheet homework in between pools matches once. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing a picture of maybe like Melee UK when I joined. It might have been
Yeah,
you.
was this
where
on
I think
the
someone
flight?
took a picture of you on the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so on the big house flight,
I
had
remember,
to take
yeah.
time off school. So I was doing maths homework on the big house flight, and I didn't sleep because I had so much
That's
work.
so good.
But yeah,
That's
so
so
I don't
good.
balance it very well at all.
How do you balance it, Theo?
How do I balance it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I genuinely just do what I need to do straight away, pretty much.
I wish I could
Fair
do that.
enough.
And then it just doesn't become an issue.
Thank you for the future life advice, Theo.
Yeah, it's much easier as long as you do like at least a bit of it.
Yeah.
Like, it depends what you're doing
Yeah.
as well. At least as long as you get cracking with it, then it you've already started. It's like it's not really a chore to. It's always the chore is getting it started. Finishing it is
Yeah.
not really the issue. It's getting the
Yeah, because
motivation
when like
and the.
it's the last minute, I always procrastinate. But when it's last minute, I'll just get on with it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just like I just need that
don't get me
motivation
wrong,
to
I'm
start it off in
still a
time.
massive procrastinator. I just suck, but when it
I am
matters,
as well,
I will do what.
Yeah, I
what-
mean you have like
what
an
counts.
assignment due in an hour, don't you?
Wait, what? No, I don't. No. Yeah, I can't think of any examples really, but yeah.
I had to take time off
I-
college for DreamHack Winter in 2015, and
You told didn't you tell Layla like one of your
yeah,
family
so
members
yeah, I was
died and
like,
you
I was
did it
like,
again?
yo, my nan died. I'm gonna take a week off, and then and then like they're doing the register and shit, and like my mates are like, oh yeah, Brad isn't in, and I'm fucking sending them pictures of like selfies on the plane and shit, and they're like, wait.
Why do you always use your nan as the excuse?
Oh, it's fucking funny.
Always.
They bet,
It's because she's
mate,
fucking bold.
to
mate.
my college tutors, I've got like 10 nans. Like, yeah, they're all dead. No. Yeah,
Oh no, that's so bad.
yeah, it's
Oh,
fucking,
Jesus.
it was fucking mad, man. The excuses I used to make to like go to melee tournaments was insane. But I finished college last summer, so
True role models here. True role models.
It was the summer before last. Now we've gone through 2 summers.
I know. Yeah, last year's summer, I guess I could say.
Because I quit college last year.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Pretty much now, I've got no school in college. It's just like Mario Odyssey, melee, and work. That's like my life right now. Getting tattoos.
Right now, mine's just playing single player games and then doing the editing on this every week.
Yeah. What about you, Frenzy? Are you
I-
doing uni? Or
I've got this year for A levels, and then I've got uni next year. So I'm looking to go to a London uni. Totally not for the Smash scene.
no, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I kind of want to look into Wales, but I couldn't find a good uni.
Cardiff's pretty
Shame.
good.
Smash. Yeah, I just couldn't find like a course at any
Yeah,
of the
that's
Cardiff
fair.
unis that suited me, which sucked.
Yeah.
Like I really like Bath, but like Bath doesn't really have much of a scene.
It used to.
Boo-
It used to be pretty good.
Booth will not be happy. Turtle, right?
And then Boothel Road.
Turtle used to be TO. Right?
Yeah, and they'd have like 16-man weeklies.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
pretty
like
good.
fairly decent for Bath. Like,
Yeah, that's more than we were getting at the time. So
yeah, it's more than we've like ever had.
So-
Like we're lucky to get 16 at like the Swine events. So
I mean, we're lucky to actually have a swine event at the moment.
yeah, well the thing is, I want to talk about that a bit actually. I've kind of like, I'm actually glad that we did the Swindon events. And you know, it's obviously like new players that come out of the woodworks, like Martin and
Alma.
yeah, Alma as well. Some older players as well that used to play Smash 4 with me in 2014.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to put TOing on the side for a bit because I want to focus more on like improving as a player.
yeah.
And like it's
Yeah.
kind of sad that people have like been to Swine. They keep messaging me like, "Oh, is there another event happening?" And I'm just like, well, I kind of like, as much as I love doing stuff for the scene, I don't want to I want to actually improve as a player now.
Yeah.
I want to focus.
In a way, it's kind of like the those who can't act teach, but it's like those who can't play TO, but
Yeah,
you sort of have the.
Because I kind of had
You can't.
like a massive epiphany recently. I'm just like, I'm like not happy with like what I've done as a player, basically. So I want to fix that. I want to like do something.
You need to get out of Alborn for one.
True. I need to pass my driving test. I'll do that after Genesis.
Have you started learning yet, or?
I did, and then I like stopped. I can't remember why actually. Just like a bunch of stuff came up, and then I stopped.
I've started learning now, but it's going
The
slow.
good thing is that I do a lot of work for a friend, but like I did it last year. Remember, I was like working on his house, and he let.
Oh yeah, I remember all these panicked videos you sent of you like driving the
Yeah,
van
so I
around.
drive this truck around a lot. Like, so driving's easy. It's just, you know, so if I did start learning, it would be really easy for me to pass. So I really should do it, to be honest. But yeah, it's like I need to take one thing at a time. Like that's why I'm not entering at the moment, because I'm just kind of trying to like sort myself out, financially, and you know, like do a bunch of shit. I think I'll go to Genesis. Genesis will probably be my next event. I'm looking to go to Origin 2 as well after that.
Yeah. That's gonna be good.
And then because I missed Origin 1 and I really wanted to go to that, but
yeah, I actually got a question for Frenzy regarding Origin. I saw on Facebook the other day something about Team Mind or something.
Oh god.
So there's a
is
crew
that?
battle happening between Unhaven and Sechi, who are the two two of the fastest like rising players, and they're both rivals. So they decided to do a crew battle. Team Heart is Unhaven and Team Mind is Sechi, because Sechi is very like lab theory based, whereas Unhaven's like very read based and it's more like playing the mental game. So you could just sign up for either team, and then they can draft you into their crew.
But you sign up for a team and then you get drafted, or do you?
Yeah, you have to pick one of the teams, and then you can get drafted.
Okay.
So yeah.
It'd be like say Unhaven called you and your friends, I want your team, and you'll be like, fuck you, I wanted to work with
so
Sechi.
I picked Team Mind, and now I'm first pick for Sechi's team, and then next Sunday Unhaven will pick his first member, and it goes like that until like 2 weeks.
Is it like a counter pick?
Basically, yeah. And I think Sechi got the first pick because he's lower ranked at the moment. So makes sense.
Savage.
I didn't mean. I was just. Yeah. No shots.
How many? Is it 6 or 5?
6v6. So 5 players picked.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, next question. Because this is like probably one of the reasons we got you on is because you're cool, and also you're a really good player. So we want to ask, what do you actually think about when you play? This will be like such a good thing to know.
We're gonna download you right now.
In tournament or in friendlies? Because that's two different mindsets.
You can talk about both.
Tournament, I guess, mainly.
Yeah, mostly tournament, bit friendly.
Okay, so
I will say I didn't ask this question because I've already asked you it.
Oh yeah, but yeah, in tournament, I try not to think basically, because all of the stuff you should know already. You should be prepared beforehand, and it should just be you autopiloting, but not in a bad way. Because a lot of people.
I saw your tweet about that.
Yeah. A lot of people.
I agree with you.
Think autopilot is like mindlessly pressing buttons, but it's more like you're just in the zone, and you're just playing well, and you're recognizing stuff, and you're just naturally playing and adapting. Whereas a lot of people think autopiloting is just like doing the same option and not adapting, and I think they should be like separated as two different things. So that's what I tried to do in tournament.
What would you define them as?
I'd say it should be autopilot is the good one, and then like just mindless playing, I guess.
I agree with you. Because I feel like there's autopilot, and then there's like just straight up being lazy and like losing focus.
Yeah, so
I feel like they're two separate things.
Yeah, so Armada autopilots.
I was about to say like autopiloting is just labeled bad, but I feel like it's what got Armada to where he is today.
Yeah, that's why he was so consistent, is because his autopilot is just so ridiculously good.
Like he knows what to do, so he just does it. He doesn't think about it. He just does it.
Yeah,
and that's his autopilot. Like his autopilot's just like better than everyone else's. That's why he wins.
And then...
Even though he's been slumping lately.
Do you think that people sometimes, when they do try to think when they play, do you think they just sort of overthink?
Yeah, they try too hard.
It sort of gives them bad mentality if it doesn't go their way.
Trying too hard's like a real problem in people, because they're like, oh, I need to figure out what he's doing and I need to find out answers to it. But you should have that all beforehand. You should just be playing, and the outcome's the outcome. And you don't want to like attach positive or negatives to stuff that happen. So like if say you're I don't know, flubbing edge guards, you should just make a note of it, and that's something to improve on after.
Yeah, not beat yourself up.
Not beat yourself up, but just acknowledge it. Don't like have an emotion about it. And there's a book called The Inner Game of Tennis that goes into that, and that's one I've read.
I think,
and it was pretty good. But and then in friendlies, at the moment that's
incoming Amazon order.
But yeah, friendlies is when you should be like playing cognizant is the word that a lot of people use, where you're trying to recognize habits and stuff like that, and then
so you can sort of learn.
And that's when you should be thinking, how do I beat this, and then you test stuff out. Whereas I don't think you should be doing that in tournament. Other people have different opinions. Like I'm pretty sure Unhaven thinks differently about that, and I think he tries to come up with solutions mid-match.
I thought he was team heart.
Yeah, he is team heart. Yeah, so he doesn't have the answers pre-prepared. He just goes with what he thinks will work, or feels will work in the moment, and that works too. But I prefer my method just because it's working in the moment. So why change it? I guess. But yeah.
Do you ever find yourself? I mean, I know you're a melee fiend. You've said yourself. So like, you'll play friendlies for like hours.
Yeah.
But have you ever found yourself like getting in your own head after playing too many friendlies and just like thinking, oh, this is not worth it? Like, I should just stop playing.
Yeah, I used to, but now so now my routine for playing friendlies is every time I'll obviously be looking for stuff all the time that I can improve on, or like observations about the other player, and I'll write them down on my phone in my notes, and then once I get to the point where I stop recognizing stuff, that's when I stop playing, because I'm not thinking at that point. So there's no point. Just like I may as well just be practicing comboing a CPU at that point.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah, because you're like not even using your brain.
That's mindless playing. That's not autopiloting. That's mindless playing, and there's just no point doing it in my mind.
That's the point where you switch characters and just say,
I'm
gonna play Jigglypuff for this
one
game.
If I get to that point, I'll play like Fox or Peach or Pikachu or some other fun character.
Oh god.
Yeah. So yeah, in tournament, I'm working on treating every tournament the same as well. So no matter the size of the tournament, I'll have my headphones in and try to beat this player by as much as possible. Doesn't matter if they're some noob or if it's prof that I'm playing.
That's something I really wish I could do, just like switch into zone with music. I physically can't like use music as a thing.
Yeah,
I use music to hype myself up, but not get in the zone.
Yeah, I use it to.
I'd rather just have fucking earmuffs or something. Like.
Yeah, that's what Candy used
out.
to use earmuffs. He had like builders, like ear defenders, and he'd wear them.
Yeah. That's what I do. I have headphones and I don't listen to music.
Yeah.
I don't like doing this when I play Smash, but when I play other games I listen to podcasts. That's why I really want to start this. Because I just like play a bunch of MMOs and just grind whilst listen to people talk. It was just relaxing.
What sort of music are your go-tos, everyone? If you do listen to music, that is.
Mine like constantly
Epic
changes.
Game soundtrack.
Mine depends on what I'm into at the moment. So like so one tournament I'll be playing like pop music, next tournament I'll be on rock music, next tournament rap music. And it just goes on in like a cycle. But I have heard you should some people say you should play to the same music you like practice to. So if you practice Textile in your bedroom and you listen to Kanye, then you should listen to Kanye.
It's good anchoring.
Yeah.
It's more likely to put you in your zone as well. I've heard a lot of people talk about that. If they're like playing, if you're playing friendlies and you're practicing, you're obviously like playing at your peak if there's nothing on the line.
Yeah.
And if you're like listening to a certain music, and like you listen to that same music in tournament, it's like more likely gonna get you in that zone. It's like there's like methods to getting in the zone, right? That's some
like in
people's...
NLP like theory for healing and stuff like that. You'll anchor yourself by doing like, say you put your ring finger and your thumb together, right on the tip, and then you'll like positively think or whatever it is that you're trying to do, and then you'll anchor it to that position.
Yeah.
So then whenever you want to like think whatever that thing was, you just do it, and then it's weird to explain.
Yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yeah. It's like you're anchoring the feeling to whatever position you're doing.
Yeah.
I have an answer to my question.
Nice.
Nice.
If I'm trying to like think super hard, which I'm gonna try and stop doing now because like Frenchie's just given me the insight.
Well, in friendlies think super hard, but I don't think in tournament you should.
Yeah. If I'm not thinking, so if I want to think, I'll listen to instrumentals because I don't have to have the lyrics of the songs going over my thinking.
Yeah.
But for example, if I'm, if I want to have some lyrics, I'll listen to either the Pokemon theme, the original one, or the Tokyo Ghoul theme. Just one of them two.
Yeah.
I'm a big I love in-game music. If I can get headphones with in-game music, I'm all there. I always...
Undertale's my go-to if I want to listen to music.
I love having the game... Like, I love either having... so that the outside... I just like having the outside sound muffled, I guess. I haven't really found a music... I love music, listening to it and, like, playing when I'm practicing. But when I'm playing...
And sharing your bangers with dinner.
Yeah. But, when I'm playing, I can't, like... I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. It just like some people listen to music, some people don't. It might be a Peach thing as well. I don't know. I feel like it benefits like no. I genuinely think like, especially my music taste, right? It's so like upbeat. So I'm just like wanting to play like super fast, and it just doesn't work. Like I have to play like defensively, and it just doesn't suit it. If you know what I mean. Like with like Fox and Falco, you're like. You're playing something that just like makes you want to play really aggressive, and it just works like more.
Don't you like listen to rap when you play Falco?
Yeah, he's a gangster. He holds his gun sideways. Why would I? Why would I not listen to rap? No, but it's like, I just blocking the sound out around me helps a lot, which is why I often don't listen to music.
That's
and
why
then if I have the option to listen to game music, like Air, the stream setup, had headphones with game audio and. It gets me in my zone. I love hearing the game. Just melee sound effects. Melee sound effects are so sick. I love melee.
I never play with audio cues in game.
Yeah.
Because I've played in tournament with headphones for like 3 years now, so I'm not used to using audio cues in tournament.
Yeah,
but
it's not that I rely on audio cues. It's just a preference thing. Like I think because I always.
Yeah.
Like, cause some people play and they just like turn the in-game music off.
I do that.
I don't do that. I don't do that. I've always been like a game audio. I'll always like the melee music never gets old for me. It just makes me feel like because I've been playing this game since I was a kid, so it's like it just it makes me more comfortable, I guess. Like it's just my thing.
Yeah.
And then if I can't listen to game music, if I'm playing like pools or whatever, I'll just muffle I'll just like wear my headphones and don't listen to music. Yeah.
I'm just browsing Twitter, and there's just so many new Olimar memes because of his new tech.
For God's sake.
There's like one where he's like throwing out a forward air, and he's just holding the purple Pikmin because like all those hitboxes get combined. It's nasty. Either way, let's go on to the next question because we've got 3 more to do in about 20 minutes.
Speedrun.
So we'll breeze through. Yeah, speedrun. I'll do my advanced.
I can beat Ocarina of Time in 20 minutes. I do that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I could probably get to Alduin.
As you probably noticed, as me and Theo and Dylan have noticed, is that Southwest for Smash 4, maybe not Melee, but definitely Smash 4, is a bit lacking in sort of, it needs work. What do you think the Southwest needs to improve as a scene in general?
Okay, I think it does need to improve in Melee as well. Like, in terms of Melee and Smash 4, we have a top player for each. We've got me for Melee and Afro for Smash 4.
Yeah.
I'll admit Afro doesn't attend as much as I do, but I still think the skill levels overall are actually pretty similar level, with probably Melee edging it, just because people like Aiken do better at bigger events. But I think the main things we need are a consistent tournament series for both games, ideally as a joint event instead of split.
Yeah, I think Tim, like maybe not Tim, but someone needs to sort of revive 8-bit.
Yeah, or even
battles.
If we had we could keep 8-bit events and then have another event in, say, a different area. It doesn't have to be in Bristol. That was the other thing I was going to say is, I know there's Smash 4 weeklies in other areas of the Southwest, but for Melee there isn't now, really. The closest one after Bristol is either Reading, Southampton, or Birmingham. So
the Southampton don't even do weeklies anymore, do they?
It's just a thingy. I think they still do it. It's just whoever's at the Smash House now. But
I love the Smash House. Good old Smash House.
Yes.
As our previous guest Shocky said, that the only consistent events at the moment is like Bear Smash and Taunting.
Yeah.
And he forgot about Port Smash at the time, but that's
Port Smash is pretty far.
That's one of the only consistent ones, and it doesn't really get many many attendance. Yeah.
Also, the fact that both those have clashed past 3-4 times, I think. I can't remember that.
Yeah.
It's just we need somewhere more central in the southwest, so it's accessible evenly for most people that can get a good attendance, a good experience, and just is consistent. And I think Southwest could just be a good scene and not just a meme.
I think also it does take time. Especially the Bristol Smash 4 scene is pretty young. We've only been having consistent Smash 4 weeklies, and they're only once every 2 weeks as well for about 6 months to a year now. And for the Melee scene,
must be about
for the Melee scene to grow where it is now, where it's getting 15, 16 entrants, it's taken 3 years. So it does take time, but it can be pushed. There was at one point after about a year and a half to 2 years, we were getting about 20 to 30 entrants, and then it dropped off, and then it picked back up again, and it kind of goes up and down with attendees. But I think the main thing we are lacking at the moment is regional events for both games. I don't know whether the 8-bit series is going to be consistent now for Melee, but there isn't anything for Smash 4 as far as I'm aware, and the attendance is going down for the weekly. So
is Big coming back again? Or?
I don't know. That's why I was just saying it might be consistent, it might not. I'm not sure. It ran really well, which is good.
It's a shame about 8-bit because I'm just going to repeat what Shocky said again for those who didn't hear, but people like Afro Smash actually attended the monthlies, which is actually great. So you actually have top players wanting to go to these events, but it's just it's not consistent enough.
Yeah, because Afro doesn't really want to go to the weeklies just because it isn't worth it for him. He could get better practice.
Yeah, exactly.
Online or
Meltdown.
Or just going to Narcissus, and it's not even worth it. Money wise either, because he'd only get, how much did Alec get last week?
10.
I think he got a tenner.
No, he got 7.
He got 7. I remember. Yeah.
But what was funny was he didn't pay a penny to get in. So
because he wore a Charmander onesie.
Fucking Charmander.
He wore a Charmander onesie. Said he was going to go all Charizard, and then I went 2-0 up versus him, and he switched to Rob, and then reverse 3-0'd me. So.
It still triggered me how he fought you in a fucking Fox Ditto.
And won, I know.
Did you?
That match was dumb.
Frenzy, speaking of reverse 3-0s, did you watch Armada Rizrobe?
No, I haven't watched any of that summit day, pretty much.
I've only watched.
I heard it was very close, and there was an SD.
Mate,
that's
it is probably one of the best sets I've ever seen, to be honest. It was so I really want to analyze it. I'm gonna.
So many times my Facebook pinged, "Are you seeing this right now?"
No,
Wizzy
Wizzy was shitting on him. It was absolute. Like, and then Mado was just like, nah. Like, you know.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it tonight.
I am the god.
Mate, it's really good. But I really want to analyze it. I'll just like, cause it says so much, right? It's like Amado's getting destroyed and he still won the set. So you can take little bits like, this is why Amado is losing, and then this is how he won.
Yeah.
So I just rather than just like a usual 3-0 where it's usually Amado's just way better, and it's like you know, there's like a lot more you can take from it.
There's actually a good chance to actually ask my next question. What are your favourite players?
Smash 4 or Melee?
Both.
Okay, my Smash 4 one's easy. Can you guess?
No.
Okay. It's gonna
Larry?
take a spin
Larry?
Yeah, it's cause it's Larry. Fox
That's Ben Pye's least
player
favourite.
in Smash 4 and Falco player in Melee. He doesn't like he was complaining to me
his
about
old tag
Larry.
was
He used to be DEHF and he played Falco and he was a sick Falco. But yeah, he complained to me about Larry because he does what was it?
Up smasheroo.
Yeah, he did bad up
shield.
smashes in neutral or something. But
Spenpie said that in one of the videos actually.
yeah, he said that. He said that
in.
to me at Cooper's as well. But I don't know, I think he just prefers seeing flashy Fox. Like
that's how
the
I
like
like watching
Scarfell
Fox.
Charlie style Fox,
Exactly,
whereas I like see the intricacies in Larry's play, and I think it's amazing how he can 0 to death someone not by locking them in hit stun, but just winning advantage state over and over and over and get them to like 200%.
It is crazy how he's more like Ken in the way that he resets the neutral.
Yeah.
And he'll just win off neutral like so many times.
Yeah.
And it's not really what you think of when you think of Fox straight away.
Yeah, but I think that's where
At least in
Fox's
Smash
strengths lie, is in his frame traps and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's how I want to play, and that's how I felt like I played versus Bear. I just like shut him down and just played how I want to play Smash 4.
You made him go outside, yell, read, and come back.
He was very salty at Fox that day, and he'd also nearly beaten Davey, and then missed.
Oh, that was such a sad set.
That's sad.
I've got the exact screenshot where, if you watched it on stream, where Davey went for the up air out spring ride, he just down B's it. I got the exact frame where the down B just lands.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing picture.
Okay, and then
It's just so annoying how he was dead already, and then Bear flubbed. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, and then for Melee, I'd say PP, obviously. Mango, Axe. I love Axe at the moment. He's just like, when you watch interviews of him, like both his in-game, like his Pikachu's amazing, and his like interviews, he's just so down to earth.
He's like such a nice guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you, he was on my flight to DreamHack Winter.
Okay.
Because he'd been to, I think it was Kickstart, yeah.
He went to Kickstart.
And Plup was on it as well, actually. And who would know that, you know, a couple of years from now they'd be beating like the gods and everything.
Yeah.
Because that was before, like, it was when Leffen was the only person.
Yeah, that was they were still top 10, but there was still a big
yeah,
gap.
they had yet to get over that gap.
Yeah.
But Axe is just such a nice guy, dude, and I'm so happy that he's like doing well, because he's like his mentality on the game and like his attitude is just like so honest, like so down to earth.
And I think I prefer like not the top level, like not the like Armada Leffen level, but I think I prefer the high level players. Like when I've spoken to them, they've been a lot more humble and like down to earth. Like that's why I like Prof, and like I spoke to Ryan Ford at Shine, and he was really chill.
I love Prof. I love Aaron.
I like pretty much all the Falco players as well. So like Zork, Baxon, what else? Just a lot of Europe Falcos. I love Death Gazer as well. I'm the biggest. I love
Desi. That guy is so funny.
He was my idol when I was coming up. I always used to like watch his matches because he was like the Falco for UK at the time.
Yeah.
So I just learn a lot from him, and I like feel bad when I beat him now, because I'm just like,
He's
he
good
is
at
the
Ditto.
master.
He's good at the Ditto, right?
He's really good at the Ditto, yeah. And he beat me the last 2 times we played, or 3 times we played. But they were like 6 months ago or something.
Did you play at Air?
No.
No.
We didn't play. He played Fuzzy and beat him.
Oh, okay.
I was super hyped. I went up and like hugged him. I was like hyped. Let's go. Desu finally did it. He's been playing like 7 years and never beat Fuzzy.
Yeah, it's
And he finally
crazy.
did it at Air, and it's just like
Air 4, yeah. It's like the perfect tournament. I do like the I like S2J. He's such a funny guy. He says like 1 or 2 things. Like when you ask him a question. Yeah, like that guy is hilarious. I played I probably told you, but I played PUBG with him and the Tempo.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Kyrrone, yeah. They're funny.
Oh yeah, final player I like as well is Cal. You know, the young Fox player.
The young 16-year-old Fox player that
Yeah.
nearly beat Azusa, right?
Yeah, he's nuts.
Yeah, he's sick.
And yeah, we talk on Twitter a bit now. It's really cool.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna meet him at Genesis. I'm
Sick.
super hyped to meet him. But yeah, oh, and Trulium
Nice.
as well. He's another Falco.
Canadian Falco, right?
Yeah, 77th on the my on
Sick.
ranking. But yeah, that's it.
This
My
is sick,
favorite
man.
players, I think.
Okay, awesome. We've got one more question, but like as we actually are a bit under time, we can think of more questions after this
Yeah.
one.
We'll just talk about Mario Odyssey. That's fine as well.
For fuck's sake.
spoil the whole game. Tell the
Yeah,
entire.
Please
fucking
don't.
mate, it's so
Please,
good.
no.
It's so good.
I know it's good.
Okay, but no, the last question is of course, what events are you planning on attending in the future?
Okay. So I have got a bit of a hiatus at the moment for about 2 weeks, because there's nothing on.
Rip.
Whoa,
Close.
2 weeks.
That's a lot for me. My longest break
Fair
in
enough.
Melee has been like a week, and after that,
Mm.
I definitely felt the repercussions of not being able to play, because I had like one
Damn.
of my worst losses to Oiton, and at the time I was like 20th on the ranking or something, so that was like a big loss.
Mm.
Damn.
But yeah.
I realised the other day my best performance was actually after a hiatus.
Oh, okay.
Because I was
Alright.
browsing through my Twitter.
Mate, it's weird. It's
and-
weird. Like I have the same thing as well. Carry on.
But no, I was saying like I was browsing through my Twitter the other day because I was like bored and going through Gazoogle. If you don't know what that is, that just turns everything on your Google search history to like fucking gangster speak.
Okay.
And anyway, it just said yeah, I haven't been able to attend in ages, and I got Swine 3 coming up. Might as well watch some VODs. So basically, I just took a massive break, and somehow, like, my best performance was just after a hiatus.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the person, really.
I took you guys know, I took a 6-month break from Melee,
So did Solo
and
Carry.
then got 13th at SCR 11.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So, and you got what? You got 3rd, right? That was when the first tournament where we were like, yeah, this guy is.
Yeah,
top 5.
that solidified me as one of the like people just below the gap,
Mm.
because I beat Alpha Dash,
Me?
Death Gazer, R23, you, and Haven nearly beat me at that tournament actually.
I
Nobody-
didn't even know he was there. I didn't even know him
Yeah,
at that
nobody
point.
knows, but I played him in losers after losing to Dev, and he went 3-2 last stock with me.
Okay.
If he'd have beaten me, then I wouldn't have beaten Death Gazer and R23 after, so it could have
Yeah.
been completely different.
Mm.
But yeah, so
Dang.
after this, I've got Short Hop Pair 6 on the 26th of November, I think.
I think so.
And then after that, I think there's a Melee Wales event, Real Melee Hours 5, I think.
Oh yeah.
That's sometime in December. I'm not too certain. I'm
gonna try and go to like one event before.
I think you should try and go
Genesis,
to
I
that.
think.
There might
Yeah,
be
I'll probably. I mean, Sechi will be there, right? So.
Sechi Istzar as well, the Greek Falcon. He's
Okay.
He's moved to Wales, to Cardiff Uni.
Didn't he give Sechi a run recently?
Yeah, he's taking sets
Like,
at
he's
the week
pretty
league
good.
at the moment.
Yeah,
But
that's good.
yeah, so that there might be another big. If not, I might go to another Cooper's if there is another one that's not clashing on dates.
Is next one's on the 26th, 28th.
I probably can't. I can't make it for the 26th because I'm a short hop pair, like I said. But yeah, after that, Valhalla's a maybe at the moment, which is a Denmark national.
Oh right.
Yeah, super cheap flights and super cheap hotel at the moment.
You're a European traveller, man. You're all over the place.
Yeah, I travel.
How many times have you been to Germany? Like.
Yeah, I've been to Germany, Sweden, France.
Yeah, 26th of November.
And Norway.
Scoopers.
Yeah, so yeah, I can't go to both, which is why I don't go to more Smash 4 events. It's because it always clashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no UK like Smash 4 Melee events really that are close.
Sad face.
Yeah.
It'll be like when you write on sort of your uni personal statement. It'll be like, oh yeah, I've been all over Europe.
That's
I've been
at least
to
a
America.
third of my statement at the moment. Honestly.
Yeah. And they'll be like, oh, what are you doing? Backpacking? No, I just sat indoors and played Melee.
Yeah. But yes, after that there's Valhalla maybe. I want to go, and then Genesis is the big one.
The big boy.
Yeah. And then after that it would be Origin. But there'll probably be some regional events dotted in between. But
Yeah.
Valhalla, Genesis, and Origin are the big ones that I want to prepare for. So, yeah.
Right. So I think we got like 5 more minutes before we start wrapping things up. Brad, do you want to start talking about Odyssey or something?
Yeah. So basically, I beat.
Oh no spoilers, dude.
I got all the stars. Oh mate, nah, I'm 100%ing it at the moment. But if you haven't played, it's really good. Like it's definitely worth. Like I got paid on the day that it came out.
Yeah.
So I was just like, it was so bad. If I didn't get, I probably wouldn't have a Switch if I, got paid on a different day. But I was just like, I had the money and I really wanted to play the game. The hype was all like.
Yeah. Well, it was like best Mario game ever or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like exceeded my expectations. To be honest, it's really good. Just you have to play it.
It is really good.
Yeah.
Also surprised me about the control scheme that I prefer using it. It's designed.
One thing I don't like is that some things you have to use motion controls for, but other than that, it's like pretty spot on. To be honest, it's like.
I mean, it's better than Galaxy where you had to use motion control to pick up this star.
I do like. Oh shit.
That was fine though.
I do like using the
Galaxy was godlike.
I do like using the Switch controller though. Like it's a lot more comfortable than I thought it would be. It's weird going from that to a GameCube though. That's like the biggest thing.
Is it because it's like really small?
Do you have a Pro controller or not?
No. I've only got this at the moment.
Fair.
Too much money, man. I was spending all my money on just like random stuff. Because like all my money now it's just like Genesis stuff, where it's annoying because like everything's so expensive, but you don't get anything out of it. It's just like, oh, I've spent half my pay and I've got nothing. Like I get that value of money in January when I go to Genesis. That's like the annoying thing about traveling. But is that tattoos, Nintendo Switch, spending so much money lately. It's insane.
All my money's going towards manga, driving, and random stuff. I've got like, I've forgotten how many. Right, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna count.
Okay.
Oh no.
But yeah, if you do get a Switch, get Mario Kart so we can play. Definitely on the flight.
Well, £5 just went towards a particular book that was recommended by The Frenzy.
Oh, have you bought it?
That was
Okay, cool.
I did it like straight away.
Oh, cool.
Is it on Amazon?
Yeah, for some reason I had like a discount for like a tenner, so it's only cost me £5, basically postage.
Yeah.
So
I've got my number.
I was like, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I just bought a book that was to do with my course. So it's called Design for Screens.
Is it by W. Timothy Galway?
I'm assuming so. Otherwise, I've got the wrong book.
What, in a game?
Okay.
Or...
Yeah, send me a link. Yeah. Okay.
So, from the summer of 2016, I have collected 45 mangas. 18 Assassination Classrooms, 7 Blue Exorcists, 5 One Punch Man, 3 Tokyo Ghouls, 6 random ones.
Are you going to parody this into 12 Days of Christmas?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more at Christmas. I'm hoping to get all Tokyo Ghoul by Christmas.
I watched
5 Tokyo Ghouls, 3 One Punch Mans, 2.
I finished Death Note recently.
Oh yay, finally.
Yeah.
I bought Tokyo Ghoul RE the other day, and that's just fantastic.
I've been watching just random shit anime. really random and shit stuff.
I bought the Twilight Princess manga actually. It's so good. Like, there's like I think it's 2 parts to it. Got the first one.
Oh wait, I have 44. I included a book that wasn't manga in there. It just was
Sure,
on the
book.
pile. I have the Pokemon manga and I have Majora's Mask
Hey.
in there too.
Yeah, man.
I get more Soul Eater, but it's like fucking £10 of volume on that one.
It's
for
so
some reason.
expensive. This.
The anime is well worth it on that though.
Yeah, the character design's really weird because it's like it's the OG and just they obviously made the characters look better.
I mean,
when they made the anime.
It is a 2010, I think, release Soul Eater.
What, the manga or the anime?
So it's like kind of dated now, but it's still like the story is pleasantly watchable. Like,
yeah, I'm just gonna have a look and see what year it is if I can.
Oh yeah,
Frenzy,
2008.
me and Dylan played teams as well the other day. We were practicing team stuff.
Okay,
It's
cool.
actually really.
Oh yeah, I'm amazing.
It's really insane. Like, I forgot you were there. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Brad. I was trying to say
Yeah,
that
you
to
fucking played your shitty path, and then I won. I 2v1'd with one
I think
stock.
I've won every time simply by just neutral being you.
I basically no, I had one stock, like 2v1 against Dylan. Dylan had 2 stocks and Martin had 3 stocks, and I still won. Because Dylan was just like, Martin, grab him, and he was gonna like do the infinite jab thing, that Pikachu can do. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna float, and you can't, like you can't do anything. So I just didn't get grabbed. I played against it's basically like playing against Ices because they're both the same, but they're controlled by 2 separate players. That's like how I felt.
Yeah.
It's like kill Nana, just kill
Alright.
Nest, just Nana dead, and then kill Pikachu. But Pikachu has a strong up smash, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah, Soul Eater Volume 1 is 2004.
Huh.
From what I just found out.
Fair enough.
Okay, I think this is time to wrap up the
Cool.
old thing. Frenzy, where can we follow you on social media?
On Twitter, I am at 8bp_frenzy. And you can add me on Facebook if you want. I don't really do much on there. It's mainly Twitter. I also have Twitch as well, which is twitch.tv/frenzyssbm. I want to say.
Okay.
Isn't it like Frenzy 1, 2, 3, like something?
No, I've changed it now.
Okay.
It was my birth date, so on the
okay.
end of it, yeah. But I just changed it to SSBM because it's easier.
Is there a YouTube channel at all, or is it just
it's linked to my Twitch
Twitter
one,
and
but I don't
Facebook?
upload much to YouTube. So there's a video of me
Ah.
doing a 600% shine bear on Mewtwo, but that's about it. So.
Yeah, 'cause did
Someone
someone
watch
post
that.
online like, oh, world record 400 and something? You're just like, nah. Like,
Yeah, and then
you just like
somebody
did it.
did one at like 700%, but I'm pretty sure there's some kind of Arduino or something.
I'm pretty sure you can do it at 999, so it's just been like completely debunked. I'm fairly sure
don't
I've
know.
seen someone do it at 999.
I've seen some people do it at 700, but from trying it myself, like I don't think it's possible to do it after you
Yeah.
get to a certain percent. But it was like really bad, the world record that was set.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like Westballs was just messing around on stream and he just broke it.
Yeah.
But
He was like, oh.
yeah, it was done with tap jump though, which is the weird thing.
Isn't it easier to do it that way though?
Not with tap jump, sorry. With A. Like I did mine with C stick.
Oh,
but
I can
back
see that.
Yeah, back
Actually.
in 2010 they did it on training mode. With A.
Oh, without
Yeah.
C-stick
Yeah, with
aerials.
So
Okay.
it was either that or they like manually got them to 500% each time in versus mode.
Oh my
and then
god.
tried to shine bear.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
insane.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Dang.
Alright, thank you for coming on,
Yeah, it's
Frenzy.
been good being on
Thank
here.
you very much.
I always like talking about the game
Yeah.
and the scene, so
Yeah.
Sick, man.
Yep, and I hope everyone who actually got this far enjoyed it. Last time we had a little test to see who got to the end by putting Jay Miller review Shocky's hug, so what should they comment if they got to the end this time?
Bristol
There
is
is a
godlike.
thing called you.
Bristol
Yeah.
is godlike, okay.
There is a thing such as YouTube analytics. Come on. You can physically see who got to the end.
Yes. I mean, everyone like just commented Jay Miller a few shocky tug at the end of the video. It was
you can
amazing.
put it on SoundCloud as well. That's what they do with the Melee podcast that they've got.
Which one is that? Is that
Think
Tank. Yeah,
I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like really enjoying the reception we're getting at the moment as well. I just want to bring that up. We've got no dislikes so far on this.
Oh yes.
66, 89, and 73
That's
at the
cool.
time. 4 likes, 7 likes, 8 likes, and no dislikes. So it's sort of just like, you know, it's actually nice that people are supporting
It's nice
us.
to
And we've
have
got
like a
bunch-
kind of different like people here and there of like and talking about different things. Like we get Frenzy and you know obviously like Bear we're gonna have as well.
Okay, nice.
And then just like TOs, players for Melee, players for Smash 4, just like people in Swindon.
Yeah, you should definitely get it on
Yeah.
SoundCloud though, because a lot of people for the Melee one listen to it on SoundCloud. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
That's
do
a
that.
good
yeah.
idea.
I was
I've got
actually
plenty
thinking
time
of
to get this one
recommending
done.
it
yeah,
to do that because I know a lot of people who just use SoundCloud for.
podcasts.
Dylan's a
podcast.
SoundCloud feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't SoundCloud about to go bankrupt or something like that?
I've
Just-
not heard.
Okay.
about
Just
that.
Just upload it to SoundCloud. Just upload it to
Yeah,
SoundCloud.
just do it.
Just do it.
It's like we
Quickly.
straight away upload it and then your video, your MP3 has been deleted. Fuck.
Yeah, no, you like upload it. It's just like you go to refresh the plate. SoundCloud has gone bankrupt.
Yeah. And whilst it may not seem like much,
We
we
apologise
actually
for this inconvenience, but SoundCloud has been completely removed.
But no, like last message before we have to peace, we've just gone over time. That's all right though. We doubled our subscribers from the last episode
cool.
alone. We had like 5 subscribers last time. We now have 12. So
Yay.
you know, people actually subscribed,
Sick.
and that's awesome. So just keep it up, guys, and thank you for watching. Love you all, and we're gonna peace now.
Peace.
Adios,
Peace.
amigos.
Peace.